guys, welcome. This is your boy Viking Dad, and today I want to show you guys the build I figured out. It's a Viking build, of course. What else I could play? Double-handed axe, crit, survival, damage reduction, PvPvE, content build. I'm gonna show you guys how we rolling with that thing and how does it work. So, guys, let's start with our gear, with our main weapon. Then we move to the Cradle, our passive stats, and I'm gonna show you which Deviant you're gonna use, which food you're gonna use, and which assist items you can use. So let's start with the Cradle. So for the Cradle, we're using our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Cradles. The crucial one is going to be the melee enhancement by 20% with holding melee weapons. Then we're going to move to our rapid aid, which it reduces our cooldown healings of items by 30%, which going to work perfectly with our set what we're using, which is survival, and increase our healing effect by 50%. We're going to use agility after rolling with damage reduction by 50%. We're going to improve this one up to 35% just in a second. I'm going to show which mod you're using and how we're going to do that. We're using Brawling Boost by another 20% from humans, and the effect is halved after defeating the human player. So that means when they're fighting the players, the first encounter is going to be minus 20%, and then after we kill our opponent, this is going to be halved to literally 10%, which we're going to attack a lot, so I'm guessing 10%, right? We're going to use our damage for the tactical combo. Basically, we're going to swapping the weapons if you really want, or if you do, you're going to use the secondary weapon, which is going to be crossbow. It's going to give us flat 25% because reloading every shot is a reload. So that means every 4 seconds, every reload is an extra 25% weapon damage. Movement speed, that gives us 5% running speed and stamina cost. And the last bit, Deviation Master, that's going to work basically with our melee attacks, which we're going to use the Samurai, which I'm going to show you just in a second. And of course the long range enhancement, so that's basically when you hold a sniper rifle or crossbow, 30% chance to automatically reload the bullets on the back upon defeating a target. Sometimes it's a lucky shots. You can literally have a full auto crossbow without even reloading. Let's back to our gear. We're gonna use our longa as a main weapon, and we're gonna use the weapon feature is the heavy attacks active with Fortress Warfare up to once every 10 seconds, and a heavy attack denotes critical rate, and swing speed is plus 3% for 10 seconds. Effect can stop up to 5 times. That means our critical rate is up to 50% on top our calibration style. So that means the Light Striker movement speed give us 12.5 plus for the Cradle is extra 5%, so we're moving 75% faster than any other player right now. Light Strike continues to increase our melee attack speed up to 30%. So that means our slow attack become fast attack. Why is that? Because heavy attacks swing speed up to 3% for 10 seconds and a swap up to 5 times. So that means we're swinging faster by a bit. And then we attack speed by 30%. So we can mix light attacks with heavy attacks to be fully calibrated. So basically we can use both. The next step, we're gonna have a critical rate by 6.2 and 7.5, which bring us technically right now to extra 13% on top of already 30% on top of 50%. So we got a 63% of critical rate. And then to improve it even further, we're gonna use our mod, which is basically called the Crit Amplifier. Critical rate by extra 10% and critical damage by 15%. That means we right now on the full swing, basically, we're gonna have almost 75% critical hit ratio. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So basically every single hit is a crit, right? And it's a heavy crits. Why is it heavy crits? Because we're gonna use the blast set. Blast set give us the 2 things, actually 3 things. Heavy melee damage is at 20%. That means our heavy attacks gonna be dealing extra 20% because they're heavy. So that means when we mix in heavy with light, they're gonna do pretty good. Torso damage reduction 12%. That's perfect for PvP, or because all our mods or our movement is gonna be around damage reduction. So damage reduction we're gonna gain from the 2 things, from the free basically thing. So from the Cradle, we got, when we're running is 50%. When we're fighting the players is extra 10% because it's a effect halved after defeating the human player. So that means we can have a extra already 15% plus 10%, that's 25%. And on our gear, on the chest piece, we're gonna use the talent called the head-on conflicts, that every enemy from the 7 meters around you grants me 10% damage reduction. Guys, 10% damage reduction. We already rocking under almost 40% damage reduction. 10% from here, 10% from after defeating the human player, and after reloading extra 15%. That's 35% damage reduction, and we can spam it. And the best part, if someone playing the melee damage as well as we, but never a counter because everyone wants to run and gun, that's extra 10%. So we're running between 35 to 45% damage reduction. On top of that, we're running with the mods with the weapon damage reduction, and we're running as well with the weapon damage reduction, status damage reduction, and maximum HP as possibly can get. Why I'm saying the maximum HP? Our food we're gonna use is the rabbit stew. So basically that increases our stamina and HP by 10%. That means with all my stuff right now, I got around 40,000 HP. I'm aiming around 50,000 to 60,000 HP. And the set we're using for our survivability is literally a survivor set. Why is that? Remember on the beginning video, I told you guys that we have extra 30% cooldown of our medkit. This set gives us another 20%. So our medkit is cooldown is cut in half and improved by another 15%. When her HP is above 70%, weapon damage and status damage is by 10%. So that means our crossbow or any weapons you're gonna use on the long range gives 10% extra weapon damage. But the best part for the PvP or PvE is that when HP is below 30%, automatically we use our last potent activator in the backpack. That means that sometimes in the huge fights, we literally forgot to heal. No problem, the set will do it for us once per 40 seconds. Guys, it's huge. That means we can literally go straight forward. Don't afraid to tank it. We will tank it. We will get it done. And remember, the medkit in this game work percentage wise. So that means if this is, for example, a 50% and this is 40% and this is restored the other HP by 30% over 10 seconds, guys, we're literally saying our healing is constantly increasing. Constantly we're getting done. On top of that, the Deviant we're gonna use a samurai. There you go. We're gonna use a samurai. Why are we using a samurai? The samurai we're using because it's actually have an auto attacks, it's teleporting and allows you to teleport as well. So automatically move to the move and attack when attacking, teleport the target and attack. It also gives the player the same teleportation ability as the melee attacks. So that means if, for example, we see the player over there and he's attacking, we can just do this and we teleport to them. Now, how to play this build as a melee damage? It's about the movement and the stamina basically organization. So as you see, I have almost a double square, double like a circle of the stamina. That because our food we're using, once again what I told you about it, a rabbit stew, gives us extra 10% of HP, perfect, and stamina boost max by 40. That gives us a huge boost to our survivability and our overall top HP and stamina management basically. If it's coming to for PvE, basically I think the best one is a malt ale because that gives us immunity for the black HP, so that's basically for sanity. If you find any other drink that suits your needs, be my guest, use whatever whatever you need. On the drinks wise, we can use basically a lot. For example, we got swift-footed, use the increase the crab movement speed by 20% and reduce the stamina consumption on the reduce stamina consumption by 50% by sprinting. So that means if I'm gonna use it, I'm just gonna create it for a second and start with Ratatouille. That means we can not only run extremely fast right now, but as well when we're running, we don't literally lose anything. This is for PvP. So just to show you guys how does it work, this is absolutely gonna be insane. Watch this. So this is our normal movement speed. Move, God! Right, this is our normal speed. Now look at this. We're gonna use this. Watch how fast we're moving. And now watch, now basically, now we can like chase people with this. Moving like super fast. And trust me, when you're gonna like a jump and run, and basically, for example, someone is like a boom, we got 50% damage reduction, and we can like chase him. Look how fast we're moving after like getting all these buffs. Once again, we for example see the target, we roll 50% extra damage reduction, we jump, he's gonna jump out, we jump, he's moving away, boom. Management stamina, don't like over push, boom. Right, stand for a second, boom. Right. Now, how does it work on the like enemies and mannequins? Remember about the heavy attacks, and I told you we're gonna use the our Deviant. So we got that mannequin over here. As you probably see, like a maximum hits 15k, right? 10k, 15k. As you probably see on the left, it's like a stacks on this one. Now we on the like 70%, like this 70% critical. Now light attacks. Right, perfect. So with the light attacks right now, look at the like a slow weapon become fast weapon, right? Now, how to increase our DPS? I'm gonna just keep it the stacks. Just gonna like keep the stamina up. So as you see on the bottom of the screen, that's the 5 stacks. So that means our swing speed is 50% faster. Now, look how fast like we got the boss, and look at the damage now. And we're still missing 30% from the mods. Look, how many attacks I did. See what I mean? This is basically 280k DPS just because of this. Just because of this. So that means like we can not only have a lot of survivability because mod our chest is basically extra 10% damage reduction. And if someone's doing the melee, that's extra 10%. That's we're running on the 40% damage reduction. We're running on after kill our melee damage by 50%, and after melee kill recover 25% our stamina. So 25% stamina basically. We should be saying here somewhere like we have like a we should have it somewhere like the stamina. But I'm guessing it's not. But body weight, if you go for the body, is extra 25, so the 100 is our base, plus 25, plus 40, we are running on 165 stamina. After kill, 25% is actually 41 stamina each melee kill. So that's constantly, and on top of that, remember, we're using every 3 seconds, we get extra 20%. So we basically, every kill, we're having the stamina. So we can literally spam. We can literally spam once again. Get to the target. Jump. Look at this. See what I mean? Look, 10,000 on the light attacks. See what I mean? On the full stack is 500,000 DPS. On the full like a length of the like a Deviant. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you with a few clips how I'm like playing this on the PvE and how I'm playing on the PvP. And yeah. This is how we roll with that freaking thing. If you guys want to play the crossbow sniper, up to you guys. I prefer crossbow because every like attack we're doing as well, as you see, you that see like a little bit buff, 25%. Look, it's gone, right? Boom. But I shoot, reload, constantly refreshing. Look, constantly refreshing. Right? So once again, guys, we have a ton of survivability. Ton of HP, we should run like ton of HP, ton much survivability. We got everything though. We literally have everything. And now, guys, up to you how you want to play it, how you want to see it. But in my opinion, the movement speed is absolutely everything. Play as a berserker. Play as a, like the most guy who's literally want to get to the enemy as fast as he can. There is no running away from you. There is no run away. Look how far how far you're jumping with a heavy attack. Someone is on the bottom, right? Watch this. Like, once again, let's imagine, for example, let's imagine this mannequin is a player, right? You see him over here, right? Watch how fast I'm gonna go to him. Even he's gonna jump or something, have got a panic because he's running away from you. So that means he's back on you. He cannot shoot on you. What we gonna do after he's basically run away? Boom. Oh, he's shooting at us. Shit, shit, shit. Okay, plus 25% damage reduction. Boom. You should one-tap pretty much everything with this build. Pretty much everything with the one-tap with this build. So guys, thank you very much for the watching. Guys, the build, I'm gonna work on that build even further. We're missing a lot of like a good mods, but I would say we're missing 8% here. We're missing 8% here. We're missing like 2% HP over here, or even more. We're missing a lot of if it's coming to like the damage wise, and we can literally boost that damage to higher. And of course, as well, this is my mistake on the new server. Of course, guys, this weapon do not even have any calibration, to be honest. There's literally no calibration on that one. So this is like not 1-star weapon. If you're gonna be a 5-star weapon, that's gonna be even further like a damage. And guys, you're definitely gonna have fun with this build. Thank you very much for the watching. I know the video is a little bit chaotic. I'll try to explain it a lot. If you got more questions, just give me a shout on the comment section below. And yeah, stay cool. It's cool.